talk about intentions of video makers slash vloggers. Vloggers have an interesting kind of knife's edge they walk, because on one hand, having a very busy life makes for entertaining vlogs. But at the same time, there are times where you want to make more targeted videos or of specific content, but your life is happening around you and you kind of just have to be a passenger and you can't be a driver. Case in point, today's Friday at around 9 a.m. and I'm gonna work all day, and then I'm gonna go home and I'm not gonna be able to crank out the ham radio crash course video that I want to make. I want to make a day shot video. It needs to be day shot because I'm going to use effects and some other stuff, and it's going to be more of a mock scenario, I guess you could say, right? In which I need daylight, just period. That's all I'm going to say about it. But at the same time, like, this weekend is crazy, so tomorrow, you know, sadly, I have to, we're attending a memorial. And so that's very important because it's for people who are very important to us. And I'm not going to be really filming that. So, you know, just a heads up on that. And there's not going to be a lot of content from the memorial, most likely. Maybe a couple pictures, that's it. And then Sunday is, we're doing another 3-hour glucose test for Leia. So I'm kind of stuck. I don't know how much I'm gonna be able to do of my recording my desires versus recording life flying at me, which is kind of one of the tricky things with vlogging. That's why I give Casey Neistat so much credit, because he weaves a story into his vlogs while also maintaining the daily stuff. I don't know if you understand how difficult that is. Not just maintaining the daily stuff, that's one thing. That's probably like the stepping stones, the first step of a vlog. Just capturing what's happening around you, always be filming, that kind of thing. That's already just a human, something in your mind has to click over and you just have to get over it and just do it. But then to also try and weave a narrative of storytelling, just top-notch stuff. And I can't do the storytelling stuff. I mean, I can speak informatively on things I've researched, and I can speak on my beliefs, but storytelling for me is like, I don't know, I've never really been good at it. I'm not somebody who can reach into my past and pull out actuals and speak on them, but I remember everything from my past and I use that to leverage my opinions going forward. Fiction, I can make you up a story, no problem. I just, you know, it's weird. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm talking out of my ass.
I have a camera.
Why don't you have your camera?
I don't know.
Oh, man. Look at that.
Do it mine.
Careful, it might be warm. Yeah, it's hot. No spent January Moroccan beef stew and Mediterranean rice? What? Okay. I forgot I had something I need to show you guys. So I was hanging out with the neighbors the other day, and they said, hey, I need your help. And they said, here, can you fix this? It's a Astra 380. I haven't seen one of these before. So I'm gonna take a look and see what's wrong with it.
You can see from here. When you get down, you're not going to be able to see.
Okay, so it's similar to a Glock. It's got these little pull down things here, so the trigger doesn't work, so I can't release the hammer. So let's go all the way back, holding this down. Not the best way to do this. There we go. You gotta pull it off the back of the gun. So it's like you're taking it off the back and then forward. This thing is good shot. Okay. So here's a spring. Obviously the hammer spring. Ah, okay. Alright, so that's the safety mechanism. So when you flip the safety, that's what releases the hammer of this thing. I don't want to dry fire and have it slap up against there. So anyway, push that down. So where is the spring? Oh, I see. Looks like it just wasn't put together. Put that together correctly. So there's the actuator for the trigger. That's correct. This is the hammer. Yeah, okay. So here's the sears underneath. It's hard to tell. Let me see if I can show you. Let me get it zoomed in real close. Okay, here's the hammer. I'm sorry this is upside down, but it's the easiest way for me to manipulate. See the hammer? There's this locking tooth that seems to be going back and forth. Well, if this is not engaged, you can't release it. So bring it back. When I'm holding it, it stays connected. Now it's connected. And then, so it's that locking hook, this pawl here, that's bringing it forward. All right, let me get this thing back together. Actually, I'm gonna clean it up a bit. I know you see rem oil. Rem oil is not what I like to use. I like to use a CLP. But I do like to use Hoppies. Oh, it's like a fixed barrel too. That's kind of cool. I've never really played with a PPK or PPK variant. It's a fixed barrel here. So you can take out this pin and drag the barrel out. I was wrong, it's actually double action, single action. When you have the right pressure on this, it works perfectly. Maybe I spoke too soon. Something is not holding this arm in place. I found a better way of doing this too. So you have it here, take it up against the side of a table, slide back, pull the pawls down, the little restrictor, and then pull it forward. So it turns out that the problem with that gun is the trigger spring. The spring uses the trigger bar to push up against it to keep it locked up to engage with the sear, and it's gone. So I'm gonna go, it's actually the neighbor's gun. I'm gonna go talk to the neighbors, see if they have it, and I don't know why they would, otherwise I'm gonna end up buying it. Also need replacement grips for it. But yeah, I love stuff like that. I've never opened one of those before in my life, and I did have to look online to see a video on how to take it apart. But it's basically a Glock. Minus, except instead of going forward and pulling the trigger and then letting it slide forward, you gotta go all the way back off. Got my watch back, he really likes it. Alright guys, that's gonna be it for 2 days. Quiet day, we got a busy weekend though, so sad weekend, but busy weekend.
Better go find your Star Wars stuff.
Yeah, it's a Star Wars themed memorial. Sad, but... Alright, let's go find it.